Well, good afternoon, everyone. Couldn't ask for nicer weather. It's a little warm for this time of the year, but you can see how we're getting this northerly wind blowing over our area. It was a little gusty. Where did that come from? From Milton. You've heard about Milton, right? Milton, we talked about Milton last week when it was a blob right off the coast of Tampico. It strengthened to a hurricane and went from a 0 to a 5 within about 24 hours. It's going to be a monster storm, and right about now it's located off the tip of Yucatan. It's about 150 miles an hour right about now, so even the Yucatan is getting affected by this. We, being on the backside, we're getting the dry northerly winds and the dry air because it's going from higher elevations. Let's say Dallas. Dallas is about 2,000 feet above sea level. We're at sea level, so when it goes from 2,000 feet down to 0, we get a warming wind. It's called a downslope wind. So that's why we're looking at rather warm temperatures all over the area, warmer than they are up there. So interesting developments, as Milton will be one for the record books. As a 5, it's going to be rolling through portions of the Yucatan. And then tomorrow, Tuesday, huge problems right here. Now, these problems from a 5 are going to start propagating across the entire Gulf. So I expect that even we, later this week, are going to be seeing some rough surf, certainly northern Gulf of Mexico, certainly Cuba. And then when does it come ashore? Well, it looks like it'll be, like I said, as a 5 now, decreasing down to a 3 on Wednesday. Now, this is my interpretation. The line here is right over Tampa Bay. That is not good news at all. They got hammered by Helene when it was going this way. Now anybody from Tampa Bay to Fort Myers, they better start moving now. This is not going to be a casual little weekend thing. And you know, a lot of people, they go, well, we stayed and we didn't have any problems. Right. Great way to gamble on your life, huh? So this is a situation where they need to move to higher ground, interior, away from the storm surge, and it's going to be hard once the freeways get packed. Sorry about that flash. It's going to work its way out, but you can see how we have 1, 2, 3, 4 systems still in the Atlantic in October, which is extremely unusual. So here is Milton. Milton's going to be rolling across the Gulf, then slams into central western Florida, then goes across the entire peninsula, comes out still as a hurricane over Jacksonville, and then finally moves out to sea. So southern Georgia and even the coastal areas of South Carolina are going to be hammered by that storm as well. So let's just say, like I said, it's all Milton all week long. Tomorrow we're looking for lots of sunshine. 92 here in the Crossroads down in Port Lavaca. Cuero looking abundant sunshine, beautiful weather, really. Just, you know, say a prayer for Florida with high temperatures a little above normal for this time of year. We're getting a couple of little north winds. I'm calling them a frontal system, but it's really more of a dry line coming through. So at some points in time, you'll directly feel the north wind caused by Milton, but we're so far away from it. The good news, you'll notice that our nighttime temperatures are going to be very comfortable, getting down to the low 60s. That's your 7-day forecast, reminding everybody we do have a QR code. Love for you to scan that. Put Crossroads Today on your phone.